Hey guys, welcome back to JR14. Here I am with another car review for you guys, and I decided to go back to some newer vehicles on the market. Here I have a 2017 Honda Civic Hatchback Sport Touring Trim. I know that seems pretty lengthy, but there's a lot of reasons why Honda went with that name. One is the sport trim, so you do have the more aggressive front fascia as well as the lower front bumper and also with the lip kit as well on the bottom, and a more aggressive front end with, you see these huge bolsters on each side of the bumper with the fog lights. Kind of don't like the fact that there's just this little hole here for like ventilation rather than this whole space that could be open with like a real vent, but that's what it is. But here we have this in this beautiful gray color. It kind of reminds me of the Audi Nardo gray, and it kind of gives a good vibe as well due to the wheels tie into the actual black trims against the car, also with the gray paint. So this all ties in really well. I think this is one of the best colors Honda does make in the sports trim. So it is pretty cool. Also along the side here, you do have more lip kit trim on the bottom in black, as well as more lip kit trim on the rear spoiler and as well as the rear diffuser. On the Civic Sport trim, instead of having the exhaust hitting away on the inside of the bumpers, you actually have two dual exhausts right in the center, and I think that's a cool design for Honda due to the fact that it shows a little bit more aggression with the platform, and it shows that this Civic should be taken a little bit more seriously rather than just the economy car that everybody is familiar with the Civic platform. Honda's also doing something a little bit new. So now for 27 Civics, now you have a 1.5 liter turbocharged engine. The 1.5 turbo. Oh wow. Okay, so first things first, a lot of plastics in here. I like the fact that they don't cover up everything, and I don't like the fact that on the Accord trims you would have these hydraulic hinges that hold this thing up. One, this is a heavy hood for such a small car, and it's not even a big hood, but it's flimsy, as I'm doing right now, and it's really heavy. And you have to hold it up with this guy right here. All right, that's annoying. I don't really like that at all, but all right. I mean, it's just pretty much just stuff spewed out everywhere, but I kind of like this because now you see where everything is instead of all those higher end cars like Audis and BMWs that just put a big plastic piece on it and put twin turbo power or M power on it, and they just have a big plastic piece covered on it. But now no, they actually show you all the wires, everything all nice and neat together. And one of the first things I can definitely notice about this engine is that it's really compact. Like I said, 1.5 liter. It's really amazing how they're able to make it work. All right guys, but you know, like I said, you know, there's weird things going on here because I guess, you know, it's not even for the fact that it's bad, it's just for the fact that it's so different. It's out of the characteristics of what we consider a normal Civic. But you know what I want to do right now? I actually want to take it out. I want to drive it. I want to experience it. I want to see what this rave of this 1.5 liter turbo is all about, and see if Honda came up with something here, came up with something good to replace their NA or naturally aspirated variants. So you know what? Without further ado, let's take it for a drive. The windows take forever to roll up. All right, so we are in the 2017 Honda Civic Hatchback. No, it's not the Type R, it's the 1.5. So let's see how it does. So I'm curious to see the performance aspects of this. So we just threw it in sport mode. We're gonna turn off traction control. Okay. Surprised. Braking is kind of sucky. Braking's kind of sucky, but it handles pretty well. I want to do a slalom in this. Handles well. I'm very shocked in this car. Oh my god. So the stability control still fights with you, so you can't fully disengage it. It's most cars you can't now, but you can really throw this thing around. Like it oversteers, but it was very. it rotates a little bit. I like it. It handles well. I mean, it's slow, but once you get the car moving, handles extremely well. I like. All right. So after that, let's just talk about what we saw. So it handles better than what I thought it would, actually. It handles extremely well. There's some things that I want to talk about though. All right, so the lack of power. So once I'm out of that corner, I can't really justify, I can't get any power out of the corner, and that's what you really need if you're gonna try to like push this out of the corner. Now the cool thing about this is that it rotates really well, but on the exit there's just no good power. I'm actually shocked that it handled this well though. Suspension feel, body roll, it rolls a little bit, but it's not bad. It's really not bad. It's really planted. Even when you try to get the back out, it won't do it. It's really nice. And really, you know, it's a good platform to work with. I really enjoy it. Oh, let's just touch on some points, some good quality points about the Civic. The Civic's really nice. Beautiful layout of interior, nice leather seats, heated front seats, the works. It's pretty much a good laid out car. I feel like I'm in an Accord actually. Surprisingly enough, it's really nice, which actually, if this is this nice in this Civic trim, I'm really curious of what the 10th generation Accord's gonna be like. This interior is nice. It's a spacious interior. It's nice. It's quiet. The suspension feels fantastic. And it's cool because when you're driving, and this is not what this car is for, but the fact that it can handle that well, I think this would be a good autocross car. But my only gripe with this vehicle, and it's not an offensive to the owner or anything like that, is the automatic transmission, the CVT. It just doesn't do the work that it needs to do for what I need it to do. I need this car to perform extremely well. I need this car to get power, and the only issue is that I can't get to that power with this transmission. But other than that, for a base price of $24,000, I think $23,500 or $24,000 for a hatchback Civic, this is not bad. I think you can get the Sport without the Touring for like $26,000 I think it is. Because this car, as it sits, it's 28 grand. Now, I kind of think that's a little bit expensive for a Civic platform. I just think that's just too much. That's just too much money for a Civic. That's pushing Accord territory. But honestly, what I can say here is that the car is pretty good. It handles very well. It's nice. It's a great everyday driver. You could put your family in it, and it gets really good gas mileage. I believe that the 1.5s touch nearly 40 mpg on the highway, which is incredible for, you know, for the type of market that you're in. You know, it's not even for the type of market, but just for the actual car in general. Like you don't really need a hybrid. You can actually get one of these, which is the base gas engine, and you should be fine. But, you know, would I recommend this vehicle to people as far as buying it? Absolutely. I think if you're not like an enthusiast, I really am curious though to see what the SI is like, as far as before I say that. But if the SI is like this, then if the SI is powerful with the stick shift and the limited slip and all that other stuff, I think that we have a really good buy. But thank you guys for tuning in. This is JR14. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share this video link, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.